Okay, team, big message today. I've kicked this one out probably 4 to 5 times over the past 4 to 5 years. But throughout the month of February, we had probably 30 new people join Yancey Camp. First off, welcome to the team. I'm confident you're going to enjoy the program and the results as long as you stay consistent. Here's the message. It's a big one. I was reminded yesterday as I was watching my kids, my son and my daughter, compete in sports the past couple days. And with my Saturday workout, you guys know when I'm in town, I get the wonderful opportunity on Saturdays to work with Cedar Park High School. Right over there, the way the crow flies, about a half a mile. Those young men and women in that middle school and high school program fill me up. I gained so much joy out of working with our youth. Here's the deal, here's the message. I'd debate it with anybody. Youth sports, participating in youth team sports, gotta be a team sport. One of, if not the greatest internship our youth will ever have in their life. You want to debate it? I'd love to debate it. Here's the deal. They have to be led by imperfect people. They're coaches. They're all imperfect. The reason why I say team sports, not just teams, of course we have academic teams and whatnot. The reason that what puts team sports, what I consider slightly above that, the internship that you get from just like, let's say you're in the Spanish club or the physics club. No harm, no foul there. I love that stuff. But with team sports, you get the physical and mental aspect. You have to grind hard physically as well as being extremely focused mentally. You have to be unselfish to be a part of a good team. You have to get on board that freaking train. Every coach out there wants to win. I'll give Cedar Park examples here. Certain times of the year, you got to be up there at 5:30 in the morning. That's a mental and physical grind for somebody in the 8 to 18 range. Our kiddos, my son, my daughter, your sons, your daughters. So the discipline that comes from that. And then they get there. Early practice. They have to, if they mess up, the coach doesn't have time. There's 100 people out there on the field. Coach doesn't have time to pull Johnny aside and have a 15-minute talk with Johnny. It's okay, Johnny. They got to be, bam, direct, right there. The moment Johnny screws up, they got to hit Johnny quick, direct, and hard. And Johnny's got to be able to deal with that. Yes, sir. No, sir. And jump right back on board. And in quick fashion, try not to let that mistake happen again. And John, man, that's a roller coaster ride for our young kids. To be you parents out there, you want phenomenal help in raising young men and women. Let them be led by imperfect coaches out there. The mental and physical grind that comes from being on a team that's trying to create greatness. Go out and compete with another team and beat that team. Here's the deal, folks. That's business, man. Your son or your daughter's going to work for some company one day, and the only possible way what I'm about to say is not debatable is if your son or your daughter they start their own business and hire nobody. Because one or two things are going to happen when they get out in the workforce. They're going to be on a team, and they're going to be leading that team, or they're going to be led by somebody else on that team, aka that team's coach. So the mental and physical grind and grit that your sons and daughters and my sons and daughters need to be successful on a team is huge. And they will learn that. They will get to experience that if we let them participate in team sports. I highly encourage it. If your kids are not involved in team sports right now, I highly encourage you find something that works for them. My daughter's track meet, man. You know how track and field works. It's all about the team. You win something, that's 10 points. Your relay wins, that's 20 points. You get 6th place as an individual, that's 1 point. Hey, you're contributing to the team, okay? And then all these events happen, you combine the points. So these kids are out there cheering for each other. Every point matters. I love that. My son's got a football game today. He had a baseball game yesterday. It's to keep these kids, when they're young, to have their minds inside the guardrails that coach puts up. There's nothing more rewarding when we hear that coach Say, man, I love having your son, your daughter on my team, because we struggle here at home sometimes. We wonder, how are they doing when they get out of our hands? They'll push our buttons sometimes, and they'll bow up and be like, they want, my kids are getting older, and they want to be independent, and I love that. But my wife and I do everything we can to build guardrails so when they join that team, that they will stay inside that coach's guardrails, and they will be a good follower. Right now they're being followers. They have to be good followers that take direction well. And eventually, if they do a great job, that coach may make them a captain or put them in a position where they have to be they're basically an unpaid leader. That's what we want out of our kids. When they're on that team, I tell my kids all the time, the kids I coach at Cedar Park High School or anywhere else I coach at the middle school, high school, college level, and even the pro level in certain sports like OCR that I get to coach, you want to be, in certain cases, if you're being a great follower, that coach will put you in a leadership role. And at that point, you're an unpaid assistant coach. And that can turn into greatness. That opens doors for your kids and my kids. So that's the message today. Listen, let your kids play team sports. If they're not doing it right now, I highly encourage you to find something that they're interested in and get them involved. I love y'all. That's the message, my friend. Be good. It's Sunday here. I don't know when you're going to see this. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Have a great week. Maximize your day every single day this week. Don't let your feet hit the floor in the morning until you are ready to dominate the day. Let's go.